Hello everyone, I'm Ankita Rana from class of 3rd year Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, and today I'm here to present my presentation on a research paper having topic an overview of IoT and data analytics in agriculture, benefits and challenges. So let's just start with my presentation outlines. So basically these are some of the topics that I'm going to discuss with you all in my further slides. So let me just give you a short summary about these topics. So the first slide will be of introduction in where we will see what is meant by IoT. Then in the second slide we will see like why IoT for agriculture, why there is requirement of IoT in the agriculture field. Then in the third slide we will discuss the objectives of IoT. What are the common goals that we are trying to achieve through the usage of IoT in the agriculture field. Then in the fourth slide we will see how data analytics can be helpful in the agriculture field. Then in the fifth slide, data is the decision, where we will discuss how collection of data plays an important role in the data analytics in the agriculture field. Then the sixth slide will be of benefits, where we will discuss different kind of benefits that we are getting through the usage of IoT and data analytics in the agriculture sector. Then in the seventh slide we will discuss what are the common challenges that we face while using these two aspects in the agriculture field. Then in the eighth slide we will discuss about the future trends and opportunities, like what kind of opportunities we will see in the upcoming years while using IoT and data analytics in the agriculture sector. Then in the ninth slide we will discuss what are the things that we have concluded at the end of our topic. And in the last slide we will see references, like what are different kind of research papers and books from where I have collected all the necessary information regarding this topic. So let me just start with my introduction part. IoT, that is Internet of Things. Okay, so the bookish definition that you will see everywhere, it states that Internet of Things is the network of physical objects or things embedded with electronics, software, sensors and network connectivity, which enables these objects to collect and exchange data. So in simple words, IoT basically is a system of you can say that it is a system which is interrelated or internet connected, where objects that are able to collect and transfer data over a wireless network, like there is no requirement of human to human interaction or human to computer interaction. Like these objects can collect and they can exchange data in real time using embedded system sensors. So to sum up, we can say that IoT, it unites physical objects with the virtual world without any human interaction. So this is the structure of IoT, which is basically IoT is a network of smart devices, sensors and actuators that can interconnect with each other. Okay, and this is the architecture of IoT, which basically consists of embedded system. That consists of actuators, different kind of sensors, communication modules, memory, interface, etc. So basically, a whole IoT is made up of sensors, and these sensors, they can detect real-time weather conditions, like they can predict any kind of drastic change in the climatic condition that can affect the crop production. So that is the main advantage of these sensors. Now, why IoT for agriculture? So the first point is it enhances the produce quantity and quality with reduced cost and precision. Next, it provides improved irrigation techniques and help decide the right quantity and right time for water. And the last one, IoT drives automation to next level with sophisticated decision making by use of connectivity and data. So basically, why there is requirement of IoT for agriculture? Because IoT focused on helping farmers, ensuring to achieve high crop yield. And also one of the major advantage of using IoT is that it has ability to monitor any kind of equipments or remote devices. Like it knows when and where and in how much quantity pesticides has to be applied on the crops, so that there should be less wastage. Also the cost will get reduced ultimately, because if uh, uh, if we know, like if we have knowledge of applying the pesticides or insecticides, which ultimately reduces cost and wastage for farmers. IoT objectives. So the first one is to operate, which basically states that to perform specific operation remotely, like for example irrigation system, alarm system, etc. Second one is monitor, to collect data and then to make automated decisions, like to make early predictions, then harvest decisions, etc. And the third one is coupling to new age systems, like to build connectivity with business application. Because like as we know, connectivity is the key aspect for IoT in order to achieve anything, like any remote capabilities. So they should build connectivity with business application, so that they can couple to new age systems regularly. Now data analytics for agriculture. Accurate data analysis in farming plays a major role in improving the operational efficiency and increasing productivity. So basically, we can say that data analytics, it can be used to obtain information which can be used by farmers to operate their farming. Like data analytics, it helps farmers to monitor the health of crops in real time. Also we can create predictive analytics related to future yields. Farmers, they can make smart farming decisions using all that information throughout the production cycle. So data analytics, it can be helpful in prediction, storage management, decision making, farm management, precise application, and insurance. Now data is the decision. So the data that needs to be collected should be aggregate using centralized or distributed platforms. And smart farming, it involves data collection and analysis of the data which is collected. Also implementation of analytics, it is required that there should be analysis for early prediction, and artificial intelligence for visual data processing coupled with textual data feeds for sensors. Now benefits. Let's just see what are the benefits that we get through IoT and data analytics. So the first one is community farming. So yes, use of IoT can help to promote community farming, especially in the rural areas. Like it can be used to promote services that allows the community to have a common data storage, or share data and information. Uh, and the second one is safety control and fraud prevention. So as we know, as we have seen already, like there are several types of fraud in the food and agriculture sector. So to avoid all these kind of things, IoT can be used to provide logistic traceability and quality of food. Wealth creation and distribution. So development of IoT will ultimately provide new business models for single farmers. Like there will be no longer requirement for the middleman, which was earlier required for the farmers. Now they can, now with the help of IoT, they can directly make relations with the customers, which will ultimately lead to their higher profit in the crop production. And the last one is cost reduction and wastage. So one of the most useful advantage of IoT is that it has ability to monitor devices, like it knows when and where uh, when and where to apply pesticides and insecticides, which ultimately results in reduce of cost and wastage for the farmers. So it is one of the most useful advantage in the field of IoT. Now challenges. So the challenges has been categorized into three parts, that is business issues, technical issues, and the last one is sectoral issues. So let me just give you a small summary about some of the common challenges that we usually face using this IoT and data analytics in the agriculture sector. So the first one is connectivity. So you need to provide connectivity throughout the agriculture environment, like whether it could be fields or storehouses or greenhouses, etc. But you need to provide a throughout connectivity to make an IoT system work. And as we know, like IoT system, they are diverse systems, so they use different protocols and different kind of data transmission method. So there is a huge connectivity problem in the IoT sector. Then limited amount of resources and time. So the companies that develop or that design IoT for the agriculture, they have to they have to consider rapid climate change. Also, they have to work in very unfavorable factors, with the limited land availability. Uh, so these are some of the things that they have to work under these conditions. Then high cost. So the equipments that are required to build an IoT device, they are of very high cost. They are not affordable for any common farmer, especially for the poor ones. So this is one of the major concern and major challenges that every common farmers face. And the last one is lack of adequate knowledge, like uh, uh, the usage of IoT and data analytics in the agriculture field. Like there is a barrier because farmers, they are not properly they don't have proper knowledge regarding usage of IoT and data analytics uh, in the modern agriculture, like how these things can modify their crop production, or how they can help in the upcoming years. So due to the shortage of knowledge in these things, there is a barrier in the adoption of IoT and data analytics in the agriculture field. Now the future trends and opportunities. So yes, so in future, it is expected that artificial intelligence use of artificial intelligence to model crop growth information. Also in future, it is expected that IoT will shift to a generic, or we can say IoT will shift to a universal platform that can support any kind of crop or livestock. And the last one, that it is expected that the cost for IoT solution, which is higher, which is higher, as I have discussed earlier, the cost will get reduced because of some of the factors like optimized power consumption of IoT devices and reduction in physical size of IoT devices. So due to these factors, it is expected that the cost for IoT solution will get reduced, and then it will be affordable by for all the common farmers, so that they can uh, they can take more use of the IoT and data analytics in the agriculture sector. Now conclusion. IoT technology can be used to increase operational efficiency and productivity of plants and livestock, and IoT used in agriculture has a big promising future as a driving force of the efficiency, sustainability, and scalability in this industry. Okay, so to sum up, let me just explain you what we have concluded at the end of this topic. Like markets will grow or collapse, okay, but we as a human beings, our basic requirement is food. So food or agriculture, uh, it will always be on priority, because especially when it is expected that the global population, it could reach about 9.8 billion in 2050. Okay, so like in a huge growing population, it is expected that the development of such areas will keep growing. Also, there will be requirement of the agriculture businesses. They need to be increase their productivity within the upcoming years. And as we have seen the combination, like how the combination of IoT with data analytics and agriculture helps in accurate predictions for market uh, and crop conditions, which ultimately help farmers in their increased yield and profits. So overall we can say that usage of IoT in agriculture sector has a very big promising future, because it helps in productive crop production, and in higher quality of crop production, and in less wastage. So it is very useful in the upcoming years. Now these are some of the research papers from where I have collected all the necessary information. That was the end of my PPT. I hope I was able to make you understand this topic. Thank you for listening.